एवरीबॉडी। आज हम जो स्टार्ट करेंगे वो हमारा सम नंबर 12 उसको हम आप देखेंगे जो कि है पी एंड क्यू आर पार्टनर शेयरिंग प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस इन द प्रपोर्शन ऑफ 3:2। तो मैंने प्री बोर्ड थोड़ा सा काम कर दिया है, बैलेंसेस मैंने यहाँ पे कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर दी है, जो भी पी एंड क्यू के है वो कैश अकाउंट का ओपनिंग बैलेंस भी मैंने यहाँ पे डाल दिया है। अब जो हम काम करेंगे वो हमारी लायबिलिटी साइड से शुरू करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले आपकी लायबिलिटीज जो है वो है आपका प्रोविडेंट फंड। क्या है आपका प्रोविडेंट फंड? कितना है प्रोविडेंट फंड आपका? 18,000 समथिंग। यस, 18,000 आपका प्रोविडेंट फंड। तो प्रोविडेंट फंड आपका आएगा बैलेंस शीट में, मैं यहां पे लिखूंगा प्रोविडेंट फंड 18,000, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर कोई भी एडजस्टमेंट नहीं है तो मैं इसको सीधा आउटर कॉलम में रख रहा हूं। उसके बाद है क्रेडिटर्स। क्रेडिटर्स वर्थ ₹22,000। There is an adjustment on the creditors. What is an adjustment? That creditors of ₹500 are now not to be payable. Means what? We do not have to pay ₹500 to the creditors. So accounting effect should be what? Revaluation account credit होगा, creditors account should be debited, and your journal entry creditors account debited to revaluation account. So first of all we will deduct decrease 500, outer column 21,500. Second effect we have to do in revaluation account credit side by creditors ₹500. Then after we are moving on the asset side. Your first asset is land and building. Valuation 80,000. There is an adjustment that value of land and building is increased up to ₹90,000. That means we have to show the final value of the land and building 90,000 rupees. Look at here, the old book value is 80,000, revalued valuation is 90,000. That means we have increase in asset, that is adding to asset 10,000. When asset increases, what should be our journal entry? When asset increases, what should be our journal entry? Assets account debited to revaluation account. So second effect is noted in the revaluation account, that is by land and building 10,000 rupees. Clear? Just a minute. Yes, the next effect is about debtors. So I have a debtors here, 22,000 debtors. How much? 22,000. Now there is an adjustment that provide bad debt reserve at the rate of 5%. At the rate what? 5%. So less BDR 5%, that is 1100, outer column 20,900. Now here is the point. What is the point? So in your sum already bad debt reserve has been given. The old bad debt reserve is 2,000. How much? 2,000. New bad debt is 1100. Look at here, we are increasing here from the viewpoint of the debtors. when we are talking about the old balance sheet, we have a provision of rupees 2000. Now in the new balance sheet, we have a provision of rupees 1100. That means we are benefiting rupees 900 here. How much benefit? 900 rupees. How much? 900 rupees. So that particular benefit should be noted on the debit credit side of revaluation account by BDR 900 rupees. By BDR, how much? 900 rupees. Then after stock, so there is a stock of rupees 36,000. Of rupees 36,000. Stock of rupees 36,000. There is an adjustment on the stock. Sorry, the books has been closed. Just a minute. Okay. There is an adjustment on this stock. Where is the adjustment? Yes, value of stock is reduced by rupees 400. So here, less, decrease 400, outer column 35,600. Second effect on the debit side of revaluation account, journal entry, revaluation account debited to stock account. So to stock account 400 rupees. Look at, while calculating the sum, I am always going to make the journal entry because the basics of any practical case in accountancy depends on the journal. If you are doing the only sum or the laser posting, that means you are grasping the sum, you are not calculating the sum. If you are calculating the sum, the journal entries is must required thing, because you will never make a mistake if you have a proper journal entries. Look at the journal entry for the stock. Stock account credited, revaluation account debited. How? Because the journal is treated revaluation account debit to stock account. If we are not doing so kind of journal, it should be happen that it may be chances to make a mistake, because here look at, every entry should be on the credit side. So while we are appearing sum in the examination, it might be happen that sometime due to sequences we are also going to write stock on the credit side and our sum will be disturbed. So it is better for you, it is better for anyone who is in the accounting channel to make the journals before calculating the sum. It may be on the in the oral sense. Okay. Then after cash, so cash I have already mentioned. Then after goodwill, which goodwill? Old goodwill. I am not going to make a working for the old goodwill, because we know that old goodwill should be distributed in old ratio. In which ratio? Old ratio between old partners. So the total goodwill is 20,000. The total goodwill is what? 20,000. So here, to goodwill between P and Q. Between whom? P and Q. In which ratio? 3:2. In which ratio? 3:2. So 12,000 and 8,000. 12,000 and 8,000 old goodwill. Our balance sheet has been cleared here. What we have revalued or distribution of the accumulated profits or the distribution of the capitals we have put it in particular accounts. So now we are going on the further adjustment if anyone is left. So your very first adjustment, R will bring rupees 60,000 as capital in the cash. R will bring what? Rupees 60,000 as a capital in cash. So here basic entry, cash account debited to R's capital account. So I am going to write the basic entry to R's capital account 60,000 by cash account 60,000. No other entries. No other entries here. Then after, goodwill is valued at rupees 30,000. Look at the most important point. मैं इसको निकाल रहा हूं यहां से. यहां पर है टोटल वैल्यू ऑफ न्यू गुडविल ₹30,000। ये न्यू गुडविल है, ये क्या है आपकी न्यू गुडविल है, उसकी टोटल वैल्यूएशन है। इसमें सबसे पहले हम आर का शेयर फाइंड करेंगे। हम क्या करेंगे? आर का शेयर फाइंड करेंगे। सो आर शेयर इन गुडविल इज इक्वल्स टू, तो यहां पे आपको न्यू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस शेयरिंग रेशियो दिया हुआ है। क्या है न्यू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस शेयरिंग रेशियो? 5:2:3, यानी जो आर का शेयर है गुडविल का 30,000 इंटू 3/10 कितना बनेगा? 30,000 इंटू 3/10। अगर इसको हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं तो आर के हिस्से की जो गुडविल है वो होगी 9,000 रुपीज। कितनी होगी? 9,000 रुपीज। मीन्स वॉट? आर शुड ब्रिंग ₹9,000 एज ए शेयर ऑफ गुडविल। प्रीवियस सम हमने जो किया था, इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सम वी आर मेक टू डू द एंट्री and they have asked us to what? That new partner bringing the goodwill in the cash form. वहां पे जो पार्टनर था वो गुडविल कैश फॉर्म में ला रहा था। Here the scene has been changed. R, who is the new partner, is not bringing his share of goodwill in cash. यहां पे वो शेयर कैश में ला रहा नहीं है। So for this particular adjustment, we have in introduction session there is a journal entry when new partner does not bring the cash, gaining partner's account debited to sacrificing partner। ये हमारी जर्नल्स थी। So first of all, we have to find the sacrifice ratio for old partners. What we have to find? Sacrifice ratio. So here SR is equals to old ratio minus new ratio. So for P and Q, for whom? P and Q. So for P, old ratio is 3/5, new ratio 5/10, Q 2/5, 2/10. If we are calculating in arithmetic manner, 6 minus 5, 4 minus 2, that is 1/15, 2/15. So SR is in proportion of 1:2। किस proportion में SR जाएगा? 1:2। So whatever the valuation of the goodwill should not be brought by the R. Here R is the gaining partner. R is who? Gaining partner, because he is coming to the business, he is asking for the profit. In old firm, R has not any kind of profit. Now R is seeking the profit, so R is in the gaining position. Both the existing partner P and Q, who had a number of time period in the firm, now they are sacrificing after the admission of the new partner R, so they should be credited. So in form of case where partner is not bringing the cash as a goodwill, so in particular case we have to debit the gaining partners. Here I am not saying to debit the new partner. It may be happen at the time of restructure that some of old partner are also gaining. We have a particular sum. We will discuss point of view and that particular sum. But here the definition or the journals has been cleared that gaining partner account is debited to sacrificing partner. So here R's account should be debited and P and Q's account should be credited. So on the credit side of partners capital account by Ars Capital 6,000, sorry, 3,000 and 6,000. From where this 3,000 and 6,000 has been come, so we have to distribute the goodwill, distribution of goodwill. P 1 by 3 into 9,000, that is 3,000. Q 2 by 3 into 9,000, that is 6,000. Same entry on the reverse side to P's capital 3,000 to Q's capital 6,000. Clear? Then after any adjustment, R cannot bring, value of land and building has been cleared, value of stock has been clear, bad debt clear, creditors are now not to be paid, it is okay. Last one, new profit and loss sharing ratio, it is also clear. So our sum has been totally cleared here. Now we have to do our sequences. First of all, revaluation account, we should have to clear it, revaluation account. So by closing revaluation account, we will find 11,400 here, the total 11,400, 11,000, that is your DP to पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट्स. मैं इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लेता हूँ. आई हैव अ कैलकुलेटर. तो अगर मैं इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करूंगा 11,000 इन विच रेशियो, ओल्ड रेशियो, डिवाइड बाय 5 इंटू 3. पी के हिस्से में जाएंगे 6600 और क्यू के हिस्से में जाएंगे 4400. ओके, थोड़ा सा फोन था बीच में, सो थोड़ा डिस्टर्बेंस हुआ होगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट इसको हम ट्रांसफर कर देंगे यहां पे बाय रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट 6600, 4400. हम ये अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करेंगे यहां पे एज यूजुअल 60,000, यहां पे 50,000 प्लस 6,000 प्लस 4,400, तो ये हमारा आएगा 60,400. उसके बाद हम क्लोज करेंगे 70,000 प्लस 3,000 प्लस 6,600, 79,600. तीनों अमाउंट को हम लिख देंगे 79,600, 60,400, 60,000. टू बैलेंस हम फाइंड करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे अगर हम बैलेंस फाइंड कर रहे हैं तो ये बच जाएगा 51,000. यहाँ पे 79,600 माइनस 12,000, तो ये बचेगा 67,600 और 60,400 माइनस 8,000, तो ये बच जाएगा 52,400. हम ये तीनों बैलेंस कहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करने वाले हैं? हमारी बैलेंस शीट में ट्रांसफर करने वाले हैं. कैपिटल्स P Q R 67,600, 52,400 और 50,000, सॉरी 51,000. हम इसका टोटल करके इसको बाहर रखते हैं. 67,600, 51,000, 1,71,000 टोटल कैपिटल प्लस 21,500 प्लस 18,000. तो ये जो हमारा बैलेंस शीट का जो टोटल आया है यहाँ पे, ये समथिंग आया है 2,10,500। हाँ, उसके बाद असेट साइड में तो सबसे पहले हम कैश अकाउंट को क्लोज करेंगे 64,000 बाय बैलेंस। इसको यहां पे लिख देंगे हम कैश अकाउंट 64,000। इस साइड का टोटल करते हैं 64,000 प्लस 90,000, 20,900 एंड 35,600, 2,10,500 हमारा सम कंप्लीट। आंसर हमारा आ गया। हमारी दोनों साइड क्या हो गई है, मैच हो गई है। आपको ये सम करना है। अगर फिर भी कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हो। वी विल डिस्कस ऑन द लाइव सेशन। ओके, तो ये सम आपको करना है। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम नेक्स्ट सम को देखते हैं।